Good morning, Pisces. I feel like we're in for it today. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's gonna be a tough one. So already working my way through my giant coffee, and yeah, yeah. It's the full moon. It's Halloween. The veil between our world and the spirit world is meant to be really, really thin. And you know what? My dreams are reflecting that because I had so many dreams last night. I asked for dreams last night and got about a billion. Yeah, so right. When I asked, I was falling asleep and I was like, right, it's Pisces tomorrow. I love doing Pisces readings. Please, spirits, guides, whoever it is that gives me these images, can you give me some lovely, nice dreams? I saw a sparkle, like one, like very, like bright gold sparkle, a bit like a firework sparkle. It was like light, like really bright gold, like spark. And then, and then I heard bibbidi bobbidi boo. So it's like they were going, yeah, okay, we'll give you some dreams. And I got so many. I got so many dreams. So I can't remember all of them. But I'll kind of run through a couple of the bits and bobs that I can remember. I got Superstar by Jamelia. Cause you must be some kind of superstar. Then I got Underground really strongly actually when I was waking up today. Particularly the bit It's Only Forever. That's by David Bowie. You'll find someone new. Right. Then I heard what does that say? Master Woo. All right. Okay. I heard someone saying something like, it sounded like wedding in my wedding dress. Wedding in my wedding dress, which struck me as weird because I was like, well, yeah, you would get married in your wedding dress. Wedding in my wedding dress. It sounded weird to me. I don't know what it meant. But straight after that, I got an advert for Master Woo. Now, like, I'm not affiliated. I'm not getting any money. This isn't a promotion. I'm just telling you what happened. The storyline behind Master Woo was this girl was narrating. It was an advert, and she was saying, like, I felt really lost and lonely, and I wandered around, and I was meant to be getting married to this guy, but I wanted to kind of like, go and travel first. So I went to China, I think she said, and there was this old man, and he was drawing a picture of this girl, but it wasn't a picture of this girl, it was a picture of her soulmate. And he drew a picture of my soulmate, and then I met him, and it was the love of my life. It was like she never felt satisfied in any relationships before. I mean, it was a storyline, right, to promote the website, but I don't know. It felt like it was relevant because I just had that wedding in my wedding dress, and then I got that advert, and I've never seen that advert before either. So it felt very like I was meant to tell you. I'm not saying that you need to go and get Master Wu to do a portrait of your soulmate, but there's something to do with like perhaps somebody's engaged to someone, but they're having like doubts. They feel like something's not right, and perhaps like they're about to meet the soulmate. Something like this. I don't know. Right, what else did I get? I got a kitten dream. I grew up in a pub, and the basement was quite scary and spooky. Where all the barrels were kept. It was very, very spooky. It had a weird vibe about it. I feel like it was haunted. I always felt uncomfortable down there, like somebody was watching me. But in this dream, I kind of went down, and I was getting something out of like this like creepy cupboard that was there, and there was a cardboard box, and I looked in the cardboard box, and there was a calico like young cat, like borderline between like older kitten, young cat, like very, very young, calico cat, and she was pregnant, so she was very, very frightened of me. It was like she'd always been alone, she'd always been like on the street, she'd never really interacted with humans before. She was very frightened, and I went and got her a little saucer of food, and went back upstairs, and then she kind of came upstairs, and as soon as she saw me, she just ran to me and was giving me all her affection and like rolling all over me. It's like she was like, oh my goodness, like you're my savior. This kind of thing. But it was like what I was getting from that, it was like somebody who's never really had like real love, somebody who's always been frightened in relationships, and then like it's almost like that small gesture, it's like you're my person now. Like strong sudden attachment, which I guess you get with a soulmate connection, right? Then I got something about now it's interesting because I had the song from David Bowie from The Labyrinth Underground, and the lines, no one can blame you for walking away. Too much protection, little girl, no love injection. Too much protection, no love, right? So it's like protectiveness. I'm getting protective parents, overprotective parents, because one of my dreams was this little girl. It was she'd come to stay with me and my family. She was like my little girl's friend. It's not a little girl I knew. And they'd had a really good time, and they'd like taken off the shoes, and they'd kind of made a bed on the floor, so they'd slept on the floor. Like little kids do, they just kind of like, they're kind of quite wild and free. But her parents came to pick her up, and her parents came up and like arrived in this really posh car. They were very, very well to do. I think like the woman was wearing fur. Like the parents getting ready to go out in Labyrinth. Yeah, it was that kind of same vibe to it. And they came to pick her up, and they were like appalled that she had no shoes on, and appalled that she'd slept on the floor. And it was like they thought that we lived in poverty, and it was like, no, she could have slept in a bed if she wanted to. She just wanted to take her shoes off, and like, like it's so I don't know, something there. Too much protection, no love injection. Down in the underground, you'll find someone true. So I was getting from that either literally the underground, like maybe somebody's going to meet the soulmate on the subway, or London Underground, or it could be like an underground bar, an underground club, like a maybe during lockdown. It's like, and I'm not approving this, everybody needs to take the appropriate safety measures, but it's almost like, oh, we're not meant to be having a party, but we're going to have this party, it's secretive, like that kind of underground. I don't know, maybe someone's going to like a hush hush Halloween party, and maybe you'll find someone true there. I had a dream about a broken DVD player, a very strong image of the back of it, and almost like a wedge shape. It was like a wedge shaped connection that had come out and broken. So yeah, it's a broken DVD player. I don't know, maybe somebody has a broken DVD player. Lost and Lonely, that's from Underground by David Bowie. Right, that's that. That's all the intuitive stuff that came through, and we're 7 minutes in already. So, and here it comes, guys, the Spotify songs. Oh, I don't want to do it. The first Spotify song you got was Taylor Swift, Illicit Affairs. So the secret admirer connection here could be secret because there's two people connected who shouldn't be, society wise, shouldn't be connected. You showed me colours, you showed me colours, I can't see with anyone else. The whole thing about this song, she's saying the problem with affairs is that they decay over the time. You like, maybe the first time it's like it feels incredible, it feels like meant to be, it feels like fated. I don't know, it's like somebody's got themselves into a situation here where it's like getting stale. It's like because you want more, right? You want a relationship to go somewhere, and it's never going to go somewhere if you're partnered with somebody else. So, and I'm a sucker, such a sucker for a love story where people can't be together. Romeo and Juliet, West Side Story, Untouchable Face by Annie DiFranco, like, but for me it's like, it's the pure love, like it's like star-crossed lovers, right? It's like two people who are meant to be together, who are totally in love, but they can't be together for some reason. And a lot of the time, maybe affairs are a bit sordid, a little bit like, if you're with somebody who has no intention of leaving the partner and they're just coming to you for a good time, that's not respecting yourself. And you know what? It's not respecting them either. If you're in love with somebody, I don't think you should want to have an affair with them. It's not for me to judge you and your decisions, but my personal feelings is like, because I believe in karma. I believe that you get what you sow and it comes back to you times 3. So if you love someone, genuinely love someone, and they have a partner, you wouldn't want to create bad karma for them by encouraging them to have an affair. So it's almost like, I'm hearing stick or twist, stick or twist. Okay, I'm getting Kylie Minogue. Stick or twist, the choice is yours. But having both, you know, that Illicit Affairs by Taylor Swift, if you go and listen to it, it's saying that you die 1,000 times. It's a little piece of your soul gets chipped away every time, over time, because you're not getting fulfillment. You're not getting what what you really need from that situation. And you know, people have affairs for different reasons, so I think it's a case of like looking at why you're doing that. What are you missing from your own life? What are you trying to, what gap are you trying to plug? Hey yo, she went there. But what's missing, and why are you acting this way? And analyze the behavior behind that, and really figure what do you want? What do you want? Can you have your cake and eat it too, but from one person instead of two? I don't know. And then I got Faded by Alan Walker. Was it all just a dream, a fantasy? Where are you now? I got the word ghosted. So it's like, what I'm getting is maybe something was starting. Maybe there was a little bit of something between two people. Maybe one of the people have pulled back for whatever reason. It could be I don't know. But then I also kept seeing the Phoenix card. It came out a few times, so it's like there could be some kind of like a rekindling or a revival of something. But I don't know, stick or twist, right? Choice is yours. So that's Confide in Me. I either came out for Capricorn or Aquarius as I was uploading. Right. Ugh, Pisces, no, you big soppy gits, why are you doing this to me? This might not be your situation, it might not be, but I tend to pick up on the most important message that's going to do the most good at the time, the message that's most needed. So when I start to pull cards, I always ask for a message for everybody in there. Everybody's going to get a small message, but the main message that is going to come through, it's going to be for the person it's going to do the most good for. So anything that doesn't resonate for you, just leave it. It's just really important for somebody else right now. I am going to get a song for you, a spooky Halloween song from Spotify, and then we're going to get into your cards. So well, hopefully not that one. Right, ready? I'm going to randomise for you now on camera. Sympathy for the Devil, the Rolling Stones, maybe dealing with a Capricorn. Pleased to meet you, hope you guess my name. I love that song. I like the Guns N' Roses version slightly more. That came through for someone else as well. Sympathy for the Devil, yeah, it's tying in with somebody who's like maybe excusing somebody else's bad behaviour, or just understands the true motives of something. Maybe something looks like an affair on the surface. Maybe something looks bad, in society's eyes, but perhaps somebody understands the motivations of somebody else for doing something like this. I don't know. I'm going to tune into the energies for you. We're going to pull some cards. We're going to see who the secret admirer is in this reading. I'm not prepared for it. I think I'm going to end up crying. Like I say, proper sucker for a Romeo and Juliet story. 1 second. You want a hug? I'll come round this way. Okay. Oh, sleepy boy. You going to go play computer games now? Okay. Especially Goat Simulator. I love you. So he's playing Goat Simulator, and the goats, the devil card. Seeing a theme here, maybe dealing with a Cappy. Cappy, I want you to be happy. Don't be running around doing things you shouldn't be doing. Right. Let's get good karma. So you might be the secret admirer. No, I'm going to read it as though you're the admired and this is the secret admirer. Just be aware that it can switch. You know, you may actually turn out to be the secret admirer. Take it as it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. My readings are kind of gender neutral or gender fluid, so I may be saying she or be pulling cards with like a female on. Just know that it's more about the energy of the card, of the way the person's acting, than the actual gender on the card. So you can switch the genders around as you need to as well. What else did I need to say? It's meant to be a bit of a spooky reading for Halloween. It's going to have a spooky vibe, you know, sympathy for the devil. I'm not saying anyone's literally the devil here. I'm not into that stuff, right? I don't do it. Yeah, just be aware it's all in the spirit of Halloween. It's meant to be fun. It's meant to be a bit silly. If anything comes through that I'm genuinely seeing as quite dark or concerning, I will let you know. I'll make it very, very clear. But mostly it's just going to be kind of tongue-in-cheek, I would say. Tongue-in-cheek, trick or treat. I don't know why it seemed like a rhyme to me. Right, tuning in and I'll be back with you in a moment. Okay, Pisces babies, let's go. The cat was just here rolling around as I was tuning in, so I've been throwing things to her. Right, the movie tarot. Because people tend to dress up as movie characters for Halloween, I'm using the movie tarot deck. I've only got the character cards in this deck, so we're going to find out about the secret admirer. Please tell me about the secret admirer, please, in Pisces' reading. They're very secretive, very, very secretive. Judgment, here we go. I was talking about karma and rebirth as well with the Phoenix card. Right, this is exactly what I was saying. The Emperor on the underlying there, Scarface. I feel like I need to go again, just to double check. No, that's everything they wanted to give me. I know I've lost Scarface. The Ace of Wands there, though. I was going to say Jet Li. It's not Jet Li. Bruce Lee. Right, okay. The Judgment card is the one we're focusing on. It's Libran energy. It can also be Scorpionic energy. It's kind of like it's a death and rebirth card. It's a card about something ending so that something can begin, something rising from the ashes. You know, it's Phoenix energy for me. It's also about facing judgment from people, about facing karma. Have you, in the upright, it's quite positive. It's like good karma is coming your way. In the reverse, it's bad karma. So if you've been acting in high honour, you can expect something good to come of this. This is probably somebody who believes in, because we're talking about the character of the secret admirer, this is somebody who is quite honourable. I didn't write sympathy for the devil down. Simp, dev. Who was it? It was not Guns N' Roses, it was the Rolling Stones. Roll Stone. I'm hearing a Rolling Stone gathers no moss. I don't know. So yeah, this is probably somebody who is very, very honourable, who believes in justice, who believes in doing what's right, who believes in fairness, who believes in having high integrity. I heard that, high integrity. It's somebody who wants a second chance, somebody who is going to walk away from the explosion. Right, they're showing me Harley Quinn. You know, how many people are going to dress up as Harley Quinn today? They're showing me Harley Quinn, though, where she drives the van into the chemical factory and it explodes and she kind of walks off and then she starts her new life. It's like she ends that relationship with the Joker because it's a destructive relationship, right? And yeah, walks off. Well, he dies in it, I think, doesn't he? But she's like, I'm done. I'm standing on my own 2 feet now. I'm emancipated. So yeah, this kind of energy of kind of like a new start, a fresh new start, and they're doing it right, they're doing it honourably. Okay, Judgment, let's find out. It's clearly I've forgotten the actress's name. Uma Thurman in Kill Bill. They're playing the song. Do, 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 do. Judgments. Uma Thurman as the bride in Kill Bill. Does not have a name in it. Never give up. A fire can be relit, even of its own accord. Rebirth, renewal, rejuvenation, awakening of the dead, result, judgment, resurrection, call to a new life, often from the ashes of the old, rehabilitation, creation, promotion. There is life after death, symbolic or otherwise. When a cycle ends, another begins, and out of apparent destruction, chaos, or dormancy comes something promising and new. Listen for a wake-up call. The bride explains her tragic past and the vengeance in her future. Looked dead, didn't I? But I wasn't. Actually, Bill's last bullet put me in a coma I was to lie in for 4 years, and when I woke up, I went on what the movie advertisements referred to as a roaring rampage of revenge. Right, don't go out. It's not for anyone to get revenge. I was picking up in one reading that somebody was very, very vengeful. I don't feel like this is like obviously in that film she's very destructive. Revenge is for me a karmic energy. It's wanting other people to suffer because you've suffered is karmic. It's putting something bad out into the world. It's just going to make you suffer more. What is it? Is there something in Hamlet about it where it's like, I don't know, it's never ending. It eats you up inside. Maybe that's what that song was about. It's perhaps there's a relationship here that ended 4 years ago, or 4 months ago, 4 weeks ago, and it's been lying dormant. I was picking up on breadcrumbing before as well. I don't know, maybe that's for somebody. It's like something looked dead, but it wasn't. It was in a coma. It was lying still. So it may be that this relationship looked like it had ended, but it's not. It's going to have a rebirth, a new cycle within a relationship. Or it's somebody who had a breakup. They kind of took themselves out of the dating pool for a while, and they're ready to go back into it, but they're going back into it with a lot of energy. Talking about the karma and vengeance, I feel like what's happening here is it's divinely led. It's divine karma, whether it's good or bad. It's like people are going to get the just desserts, and sometimes that dessert's great. It's like just what you wanted. It's more than you could have asked for. Or sometimes it's not so great. So it all depends on this person's actions, or your actions in the situation. Revenge, the best way I think to get revenge on someone is to just go and live your best life, to let go of any baggage that you're carrying, any resentment, because all that does is it feeds toxicity into your own system, into your own energy system. Holding on to resentful, vengeful feelings is toxic to you. It's like a poison to your soul. So you have to kind of do whatever you need to do to release that. If you think about it this way, if somebody's done you wrong and you're still resentful, they have power over you. They still control you. You're still under their power, their spell. The only way to get out from that, to get away from that person, to get your power back, is to let it go. It doesn't mean you have to forgive them, but you have to let it go. However you do that, I don't know. And get on with your own life and live your best life and go out and have fun and build up your brilliant, beautiful, amazing self and your life and your surroundings and just enjoy life. And that's going to be better karma. It's going to be better justice, because the other person's going to see that and be like, oh, they didn't need me after all. I didn't realise, what came through yesterday and I didn't pick up on it. I don't know if I just get a lot of cuspers towards the end of the zodiac. Who did it come out for? Somebody got a garbage song, and it has the line, "You thought I was a little girl, you thought I was a little mouse. I'm here taking you by surprise, and now I'm here burning down your house." It always makes me laugh because I'm a mouse. So yeah, it's like you underestimated this person, perhaps. This person They're not a little mouse. If somebody thought they were dead, it's like, no, they're coming back in the full power. I really feel like this person's coming back to live their best life. I think they are over it. I'm feeling like this person's over it. It's looking very bright, right? The sun's behind them. They've got these angel wings. The sword's facing down. It feels like a positive rebirth to me. So hopefully this person, if they were in a past relationship, hopefully they've let that go in order to have this rebirth phoenix energy. Right, let's see. No, you stay there, please, Bruce Lee. I'm using this Halloween Charades deck. The idea of this is that you don't necessarily need an expensive tarot deck in order to read tarot. You can basically use whatever you want to do a card reading. To do a tarot reading, you do need the formal system. All the cards have a meaning. It's a set system. But most readers are also intuitive, and they pick up on messages beyond the meaning of the cards. So this is just kind of a demonstration of that. This was off Amazon. It was like £3. Just cheap and cheerful card deck. Right, let's see what we get from this. So yeah, we're going into party season, so you may just want to grab like charade decks or whatever and just practice your intuition, see what you get from it. So the secret admirer in Pisces is reading scary movie, monster in the underlying there. They're giving me Monster Mash. Scary movie. What I'm getting is I feel like this person's life felt like a scary movie. Ow, my head. Like that's my head opening up to intuitive messages. It's like it literally feels like my skull is opening up, like there's a big hole in my skull. And I got it quite sharply then. I got it on my left side as well. I normally get it on my right side. Yeah, it feels like this person's life was a scary movie. Like the sort of life where they may have generated a lot of karma from previous lives that they've had to sort through. So it's like perhaps they've had a lot of hurdles. They've had a lot of bad relationships in their life. A lot of things haven't worked out. They've had to put up with a lot or deal with a lot, and quite difficult situations. So yeah, but I feel like this is the rebirth for them now. It's like they've closed that karmic chapter. It's almost like this person feels like they were born under a rain cloud. Like, why does it always rain on me? Nothing ever goes right for me. But I feel like they've been a good person throughout it. Like, even though like their life has challenged them, even though they've faced a lot of difficulties, they've always had high honour. They've always carried themselves well, and I really feel like they're going to be rewarded for it. It's like now is their time. They're coming into something here. It's like they're showing me the Wheel of Fortune. It's like the cycle has turned now. It's this person's time for the good things as a karmic reward. Can you get me, please, a card for the Secret Admirer? Card for the Secret Admirer, please. Yeah, look at that. There's the peacock. That peacock reading that I did in the Pick a Card reading this week was really about somebody closing something out, like absolutely, totally. It was like the universe had come in for them and said, it's like they had all these burdens on the back. Sorry, I don't know why I kind of coughed those words out there. It's like they'd had all these burdens on the back. Like life had been kind of stacking stuff on the back, and they were kind of like trying to get somewhere that they thought was their destiny. And it's like the universe was like, no, like we're putting an end to this. It's time to just drop it all, just drop everything, and we're gonna close all those doors for you. We're gonna block your path because we need to kind of re-steer you onto this positive karmic path. It's like the universe had come in to kind of rescue this person basically from it was like they were going to go into like the straw that broke the camel's back. Butterfly, this is exactly the same thing, right? This person, they've always been crawling, always been struggling, kind of like living to eat, eating to live, just crawl like on the knees. I'm seeing this person's like felt like they've been on the knees. I'm hearing redemption. So I don't know, maybe this person's had some sort of spiritual experience or I can't speak anymore, a spiritual experience or an awakening. Perhaps this person struggles to talk about their experience because it feels so divine, it feels so extraordinary. It's like, how do you explain that to people? How do you explain something like that to people if they've never experienced it? So yeah, it's like they've spent their life crawling through the dirt. And then finally, it's like that end came, that universe intervention. Like, it's like the universe protecting this person, just wrapping them up in a duvet. It's like maybe COVID, right? Isolation. It's like the universe orchestrated this period of time for everybody to kind of take themselves out of the normal situations that they'd be in, to wrap themselves up in the duvet, to be in bed. I mean, it depends, right? A lot of people have different experiences of this. A lot of people have been continuing to work and working harder than they ever had before, because, you know, people like doctors and nurses. So depending on your situation, but a lot of people have had this, like, it's like all of a sudden they have all this time on their hands, or they can't do the same routines as what they used to do. So it's like this huge upheaval in their life, which allows them to do quite a lot of thinking, quite a lot of healing. A lot of people have had more time to sleep, for example, because they don't have to do the daily commute, even if you are working from home. So there's this time, it's like the universe has come in with this big duvet, wrapped this person up in a big hug, and just said, okay, it's time to change. It's time to change. And they've dissolved. It's like maybe they've cried a lot, like they've dissolved in tears. They've really kind of maybe been exhausted. If you go through a spiritual awakening, an ascension, a dark night of the soul, you can Google those words if you don't know what they are. It really feels like that. It feels like your body's been purged. Like, I feel like I had one and I couldn't eat. It was about 2 weeks around Christmas time this year. I just couldn't eat anything, and like I was so exhausted, and I just felt like, I really felt like that, you know, inside the chrysalis, that kind of soup, that butterfly soup. I might call this reading butterfly soup. I like that. Butterfly soup. I think that's actually, I don't know if that's a book. I feel like my children have read a children's book once called Butterfly Soup. But out of this transformation, it's funny, I was talking about the phoenix energy. It's so similar. It's like all of a sudden this person's kind of grown these huge, powerful wings. It's like all of a sudden this person can fly. They can rise up and see things from a higher perspective. Like, this person's on a cloud above a mountain. It's like they've got this sudden, like, clarity, this sudden, like, vision of their life and the world, and it's liberating for them. They just want to fly, to expand their wings, to spread their wings, and go to places that they could never go before. That was noisy. What was that? So yeah, like, it could be an air sign. This is air energy. You know, this is air energy as well. I said it's like Libran energy. I really feel like this person's having like a brand new start in life. It's like almost like midlife crisis, but like a positive one. Right. So the admired. How does the admired feel about their admirer? How does the admired feel about their admirer, please, in this reading? How does the admired feel about the admirer, please, in this reading? The Queen of Swords and the Chariot. Yeah, they definitely feel like there's a choice to be made here. Stick or twist. Here's this Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords will make the choice. She will take the action. She's decisive. Again, it's air energy. This is Cancerian energy. This is air energy. So yeah, she's very decisive. She will take swift action. She'll make the cut. It's like if these horses were pulling in two different directions and you were racing towards a cliff, she's going to very quickly decide, I'm going to cut the reins of that one can run free, and I'm just going to have this one horse taking me in one direction. The other idea of the chariot is like you're at a kind of crossroads, you're at a fork in the road where you're stuck, and you can't, you need to choose between left or right. There's these two opposing forces, like yin and yang, or two opposing choices, but you are, you know, sometimes you are able, especially again, like this Libran energy keeps coming through, of like where if you can balance out those two opposing forces, those two opposing sides, and get them to work together to come into one, you can then move forward and take action. But there is a need here to either make a choice or to balance out a situation in order to move forwards. And once that choice is made, it's fast movement forward, it's fast action. So it may be that this person feels like their admirer needs to make a choice. They may feel like they're able to make a choice. The Queen of Swords is very, very communicative as well. She's intelligent. She's so yeah, this is coming through as the admirer, right? So this is how this person feels about the admirer. They're aware that this person's intelligent, that they are strategic, that they're good at communicating how they feel and what they think. They know that they're willing to take action, they're willing to make a choice, but perhaps just waiting. She's got her sword down at the moment. There's a sense of waiting. Okay. What does the admirer think about the admirer? Quite a few cards there. Yeah, definitely needing to make a choice there. Definitely someone who's very intellectual. That's the Two of Swords. The Knight of Wands. The Five of Wands. And the Four of Wands. Okay, well, and let's see, all this heat here. It's kind of giving me temperance energy of somebody balancing out their emotions and their passions. I feel like this is perhaps what somebody's trying to do, trying to balance out these two energies, you know, the emotional side and the passionate side, and they're trying to intellectualize it. The swords are the swords represent thoughts. This is the person's thoughts. So there's a sense of and it's also a card about blocking. Normally these two swords are crossed over the person's chest. The thoughts are protecting the heart space. But here this person's open and vulnerable. It's like this person's open to communication. So they're also trusting their intuition. It's like if things aren't being spoken, you know, the moon's normally around in this card. There's a lot of water. It's a card about intuition, about faith in your instincts. You can't intellectualize this. Yeah, they're trusting their instincts. They're open to communication. They think that this person's very, very fiery, very passionate, very creative, expressive, exciting, fun, spontaneous, perhaps a bit foolish, perhaps a little bit like fire on all cylinders, but not a lot of a plan behind it. There's a lot of fire here. There's no pentacles. Just looking at that one's just looking at that one's bum. Great arse. Not sure about the hair. Can relate. The Five of Wands is about is fighting. It's conflict. Somebody may be fighting their passions, fighting their urges, really trying to control. I really feel getting temperance energy. It's like this person's really aware that the admirer is trying to temper themselves to fight. It's like fighting their own inner demons, fighting their own passion, trying to almost like restrain themselves. And then it leads to the Four of Wands though. Now the Four of Wands is one of the 1111 cards. You can see that on the pillars there, if you're into that kind of thing. It's this Four of Wands is about stability, about secure foundations. It can also be about attending an event. It can be a card about where you want to kind of like lay your stone down, like lay your hat perhaps. It's like where you want to put down those secure foundations and build something solid and permanent. It can be a card about marriage. So this person is thinking that they're aware that the admirer is trying to do this balancing out of their emotions and passions, trying to kind of restrain themselves, I'm seeing it as, and trying to kind of build secure foundations. They want this to last. However, it could also be read that there's some kind of competition here, some kind of event that this person's kind of gearing up for. There's a sense of like, yeah, like fighting off the competition. Maybe they feel like somebody has a lot of competition, a lot of, I don't know, but it's like this is like them succeeding. It's like they win, right? And they get they get that security that they were after. It's hard to kind of read. This person sees this person as very, very passionate, very balanced, very intellectual. No cups here though. Perhaps this person's not very good at expressing the kind of more loving emotional side. But if they've had a life where things have been very, sorry, my video cut out. I had that dream about the kitten, right? The kitten who had always had to fight for everything, who'd never had real love. They didn't know what that felt like. So it's like this kitten's been learned to fight, where actually, if they are shown love, it teaches them how to love. So it may just be that this person hasn't been around people who express love very well, and they don't really know how to. They may be quite defensive about it, defensive about the heart space, because they're trying to protect themselves. It's like that's all they've been taught. There was something else as well. A little girl, no love injection, too much protection. Okay. Action space. The admirer's action space towards the admired's action space towards the admirer. We've got the Emperor and we've got the High Priestess. Interesting combination. It's funny about like the goats as well. I mean the rams, but okay. The Emperor is taking control. They're taking control of the situation. They're all four kings of the tarot. They kind of got everything going for them. There's somebody who takes the lead. There's somebody who can be a little bit controlling, but they are the sort of person that everybody looks up to. So yeah, they're really kind of. I'm noticing though that the arms are open, but the legs are crossed on this image. It's like heart space open, but they're guarding their sexuality. There's a lot of. I feel like this person's open to communication, open to love, but they're perhaps a little bit more guarded about getting into some kind of sort of like sexual relationship. Yeah, they like to feel like they're in control. Just deciding whether to say what just I heard in my head or not. And no, do you know what? Today I'm not going to say it. It's lewd. The number 2. It's the High Priestess card. So there's a sense of, as I said with this card here, there is a sense of kind of like trusting your instincts in a situation, gaining knowledge, gaining higher perspective, gaining wisdom. This person, they're kind of almost like sat waiting, using their intuition, being very patient, studying the situation, but very, very intuitively. Again, it's a card about balance. You have you notice the pillars on the High Priestess card. She has a black pillar and a white pillar. So there's a sense of kind of a lot of balance in this situation. Again, look, this Emperor has the 2 rams and the Chariot has the 2 horses. I really feel like there's like a decision point here, like a choice point. Right, okay, let's go to the admirer. What does the admirer feel towards the admired? What does the admirer feel towards the admired? Same. Mirror in here. So the Queen of Swords. I feel like you two are kind of studying each other. I don't think you're communicating yet. There's a sense of kind of watching each other, studying each other, thinking that each other are very intelligent, thinking that each other are... I feel like you're both waiting for each other to communicate almost. And look, like the 2, and that represents a choice as well. Tell me about the Queen of Swords. Why is the Queen of Swords here? This person's deciding whether or not to take action, or they're waiting for this person to take action in regards to some kind of new opportunity, something tangible. The Ace of Pentacles there. Sorry, I'll just move it onto the camera a little bit more. I just realised it was a bit off camera. The Ace of Pentacles is a card about it's new. It can be a new idea. It can be an offer, something that can lead somewhere. It can grow into something. So it's like here's a job offer, or it can sometimes mean like an engagement ring, not to kind of get anyone's hopes up, but it's that kind of thing. It's like here's an offer, here's the plan. It could lead us somewhere, but it's very, very new. It's not really grounded yet. It's like the seed, but you can plant the seed and stuff can grow from it. So yeah, this person, they're figuring out something. It could be that they're figuring out how to make some sort of offer, an emotional offer as well. It's in the heart space, it's in the feelings towards this person, or they are waiting for an offer to be communicated. I feel that this person feels like this person's making a decision, and this person feels like this person's going to make an offer. It's a sense of like waiting for each other and not communicating, which isn't the best. What's going on in the admirer's thoughts towards the admired? Judgment in reverse. So here's judgment in the upright, here's judgment in the reverse. This person may feel like this person's making a bad decision. They're worried that they're worried that they're imbalanced. They're worried that they're going to make the wrong choice based on a bad decision. They feel like there's no justice here. It's justice, not judgment. I'm reading it wrong. It's justice. It's funny that I'm kind of, there's no justice in this situation. It's not fair. Show me Labyrinth again, the girl going, it's not fair, it's not fair. And he says, life isn't fair. Tell me more about why, again, Libran energy. This could both be Libras. No, one of you is a Pisces. Maybe someone has strong Libra in the chart. Or you could actually be dealing with the justice system, like literally the justice system. And there you go, look. I've clarified it with the judgment card. Again, like rising from the dead. But it's like someone feels like somebody's their saviour. This is, in this image, the heroine of the deck. She's called Raven. She's rescuing this little girl from a graveyard which is full of zombies. It's kind of, so again, it's like this rising from the ashes, second chance, karmic energy, where somebody feels like they've not got justice in a situation. They've not got a fair outcome. So they want to restart something. They want a second chance, or they want to end something to begin something new. They're thinking that, I'm getting, if there's any justice in the world, by Lamar. If there's any justice in the world, I would be your man. You would be my girl. If there's any justice. If I found you first, you know it's true. He would be alone, and I would be with you. I think somebody could be breadcrumbing. Again, the scales, Libran energy. When you decide, don't let me down, because there's nothing to be certain in my life. When you decide, and I've seen 1,000 times, there's not much justice in the world. Just because he's wrapped around your finger, don't fool yourself with dreams that might appear. If you stop and trust your feelings, the truth is out there somewhere. It's blowing in the wind. Trust your feelings. Trust your intuition. Really, you could literally be dealing with, somebody could be dealing with a legal situation with the justice system, waiting for a decision to be made. I heard Vanity Fair, because I got fair from, like, it's not fair, Vanity Fair. Somebody may be very vain. It's like someone's pride is getting in the way, possibly the Emperor. I'm just hearing it's not fair, from Labyrinth, right? Action space. There's the High Priestess again. I can't believe how much you're mirroring actually here. Oh, ouch. Burn the witch, right? Their action space. There's a slight martyr energy here. Definitely the action space towards each other is this High Priestess energy of really trying to use your intuition in the situation, really trying to connect emotionally, connect on an emotional level, connect through emotions. It could be a sense, you two, it could be like you're reading each other's mind. It could be like you feel like you've got a soul connection here, a divine connection. You feel very entangled with each other emotionally. This person's really trying to be quite controlling. This person's feeling quite martyred. They're feeling like they're being burnt at the stake. The Ten of Wands is about feeling very, very burdened by something, and feeling like that. Sorry, the cat's being noisy. What are you doing, cat? 1 second. I don't know what she's doing. Okay, so yeah, it feels, again, it's this kind of blue and red energy, right? This person's really trying to balance out their emotions and their passions, really trying to find that balance. What am I getting? Water and fire makes steam. And now I'm getting steam by E17. No, terrible lyrics to that song. Yeah, fire and water makes steam. So there's an alchemy. This person's doing something new, something that they've not done before. I'm getting this real kind of like alchemist energy. This person's kind of mixing, the playing around with their emotions and the passions, the fiery side, trying to kind of find that right balance back, temper this and get it right. It's like get it to the right temperature so that the steam can be created. Something like this. It's like Goldilocks I'm getting now, like not too hot and not too cold. Maybe this person comes across as quite cold, but then kind of the passion takes over. So they're kind of trying to figure out what's the best way to come forward. Do they come forward with emotion? Do they come forward with passion? Like, how much is enough? What's the right balance? You know, especially if this is all quite new to this person. It's like, I don't know how much is too much, and I don't know how, you know, it's like this is the burden for them. This is like the fire at the back. Can you just clarify more about these burdens? Oh, yeah, somebody could already be in a commitment. It's that Taylor Swift song, isn't it? The burden is sneaking around because society's conventions say that, traditions say that, the rules say that you can't, that this isn't okay. So that this person feels like they have to be sneaky, which would generate bad karma for themselves. So this is the burden for them. It's like they feel this way. They can't help feeling this way. It's just how they feel. It's new to them. Like, they're trying to deal with it. They're trying to process it. But, you know, sneaking around, feeling like society doesn't approve is the burden. So where do they go from here? The Hierophant card can be marriage. It's also the partner of the High Priestess card. Their equivalents in the tarot, male and female equivalents. Right, okay. What does the admirer like about the admired? So secretive, such secretive energy. They like this passionate feeling that is evoked. They like the fire. They like the passion, they like the warmth, they like the energy behind it. They feel helpless. They feel helpless around this person. Like, it's either way, it depends. Either this person feels like helpless, it's like just they lose all the power. It's like, take me around this person, or this person feels very strong and domineering and powerful and sexy when they're around this person. It could be either way. It could be like both sides of it. Can you tell me more about what the admirer likes about the admired? They see them as the Two of Cups. They see them as their emotional equal. They think it's very balanced. They think it's kind of like a perfect match. Again, this kind of soul connection really feels like this. You know, this person thinks of this person as soulmates. It's like, yeah, helpless. Like, they can't fight it. They're helpless because there's so much in emotion and passion there. But they're stuck. There's this like real like stuck energy. Hangman. They maybe feel like, oh, that, sorry, hands just farted. That was nice. Hand farts. Hand farts for Halloween. They feel like, I'm hearing hung, drawn and quartered. They feel like it's almost like they can't escape the fate. They can't escape this soulmate connection. It's destiny for them, but they can't do anything about it because of, it's like they'll face this judgment. There's a lot of like facing judgment here now that the Hierophant's card has come out. It's like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because if you don't do anything in this is why you can't make that bloody choice. The choice is, do you walk away? Do you give up on this? Even though it feels so incredible, it's like nothing you've ever experienced before. It feels like your destiny, your fate. It feels right. Feels right. Feels so good. Hi, Bess. Or do you go for it? Or do you end it because it's the rules say that it's not supposed to happen. The rules say, you know, society, convention, the people around you, the people who will judge you for it, say that it's not right. It's their rules though, it's not your rules. But I feel like the Queen of Swords can cut that down. And they're really trying to figure it out. Really, you've got so many cards here, like with the 2 High Priestess cards, the Hierophant card. These cards about trying to gain more information, trying to get a better perspective on it, trying to really see things from all angles. What? I just saw something. What does this person not like about this connection? What is that? I don't know what that was. I don't know. Halloween spookiness. Right, what does the admirer not like about this connection? Which way, please? Very clear, thank you. They don't like having to wait. They're getting really impatient. Really, really impatient. Fed up of waiting. They feel really indecisive about it as well. Like they can't make a decision. Like the ships are never going to come in. And then the 2 of Wands is here as well. They don't like the indecisiveness. They don't like the not knowing. They don't like that they have to make this choice. They're trying to use their intuition. It feels like a twin flame connection. Is it a twin flame connection? Is that real? Is it not real? Yes or no? Stick or twist? They don't like this. They don't like the choice. They don't like the indecision. Fucking Libra energy, right? I'm Libra. Libra with a Gemini brain. So I cannot make decisions. I cannot make decisions. Well, I can. It just takes a very long time. It's like weighing up all the pros and cons. There's an impatience. It's a frustration. Tell me more about what this person doesn't like about this connection. Tell me more about what this person doesn't like about this connection. The 8 of putting the work in. It feels like really hard work. Feels like really, really hard work. Feels like they're investing a lot into this. They don't want to put a lot of effort into something that isn't going to go anywhere. They don't want to invest in something if the person's going to change their mind and go in the other direction. There's the King of Swords. Tell you what, there's a lot of mirroring here. There's a lot of pairs, a lot of yin yang. Really feels like a very equal connection. Feels like there's the Knight of Wands again. A lot of passion, a lot of love, a lot of emotion. Really, really trying to balance all this out. Really trying to intellectualize it, to figure things out, to think about things. Not a lot going on a practical basis, because I think it's like not wanting to invest in case it all goes wrong, in case the other person changes their mind. Really wanting justice in the situation, really wanting a fair outcome, really wanting to act in high honour. Feeling very, very burdened. Oh, I just feel like it feels inescapable. It feels like that Taylor Swift song. It made me cry when I was listening to it, when I was setting up. It feels, what was that line? It's like, how do you walk away? How do you walk away? Sorry guys, my phone was ringing and my little boy was too scared to answer it, so I had a mad dash to try and get the house phone. Yeah, I have a house phone, shut up. And yeah, I didn't get it in time. Okay, so yeah, let's just pull your advice cards at this point. It's getting a bit stormy out there. I was going to read that quote again, wasn't I, from the Taylor Swift song? You showed me colours you know I can't see with anyone else. It's like, this is, it's heartbreaking. Okay. Too many cards. Well, here's that Hierophant card. Your hard work is paying off, though, for New Moon in Capricorn. So where you have put work in, it is paying off. I feel like that's this judgment. Hard work probably on your spiritual development. Right, your commitment is being tested. Damn right, it sounds like it. What is it, first quarter moon? There could be some challenges coming your way, but they're just the universe's way of testing you. The first quarter moon calls for you to face any hurdles with confidence. What do you actually think is possible? If you believe you can do it, then you probably can. If you spend your life affirming that something is too big for you to surmount, it probably is. See how it works? Do you believe your dreams will come true? Do you believe your dreams will come true, or have you secretly already given up? Showing some commitment now will help you move towards your desired outcome. What you believe to be true is true for you, so believe in yourself. I am committed to my dreams and move towards them with confidence. The answer to your question is yes, but not yet. You're halfway to your goal. You still need to put in a bit more effort. Sometimes we just need to realise how much we want something. You need to recommit to someone or something. You need to see any dramas as a stepping stone to where you want to be. It can also be a time when you need to stay strong through a storm. It's funny, I was just saying that a storm's coming in. Waxing moon. Waxing moon, where are you? Waxing crescent moon. Can't find the waxing moon. Where is it? There it is. During the waxing moon cycle, hope springs eternal. This card is a very positive omen. Sorry, this is the energy is gaining momentum. This card is a very positive omen, indicating that you can create the reality you're dreaming of. They will take some work, and you're not quite there yet. This is a time of energies rising up. Emotions are building too. Where do you want to go, and do you believe that you can get there? So it's both in belief. You have to believe it if you want it. Either you can just keep meditating and focusing on your desired outcome, or you can make the courageous commitment to take more practical steps towards your goals. Whichever you decide, you are most certainly on the right track. There's that decision again. Attuned to the moon. I know I'm headed in the right direction. Additional meanings for this card. The situation is full of potential. Your dreams can come true. More effort is yet required. Are you willing to give it? Review your goals and ensure you're still committed. Keep moving forwards. So if you want it, you have to commit to it, basically, but you need to make the decision. You need to believe in it. It's like you have to go full force. It's like in or out, isn't it? It's like it's never going to happen if you don't really believe it can happen. But believing in it is everything. It's like if you believe it, it can happen. Give me, gotta have faith, faith, faith. I gotta have faith, baby. Touch my body. I know that everybody has not everybody has a body like you. I can't find this one. New moon eclipse. I just can't find it. Oh, there it is. 94. Expect powerful change. If you want affirmation that you can achieve your dreams and get the desired outcome in the situation you're asking about, then this is it. All three cards are saying the same thing. Believe in your dreams. If you want confirmation that your dreams are possible, like, this is it. Yeah, you've been told, yes, your dreams are possible. You just have to believe in it and put in a bit of extra effort. This is a card of beginnings, and they are powerful energies at work. There are powerful energies at work, but be prepared, it could be quite a ride, and events now could even be jarring and uncomfortable. However, any new directions you take will almost always lead somewhere better than where you are at the moment. Whatever is happening now is happening for a reason you'll appreciate later on. A new portal is opening up, and all you have to do is have the courage to forget about the past and move through it. You are being put back on the right path. There is nothing to fear. That's exactly what I was saying. Like, just let go of the past, let go of any harboring resentments. Like, it's like the universe is here, like closing a door and saying, this is your path. There is nothing to fear. Never mind the past. Life evolves every day. Yes, yes, 1,000 times yes. You're being shunted towards your life purpose. Whatever is happening now is happening for your highest good. This is an important turning point in your life. I said, like, that's exactly what it is. Here it is. Here's the powerful change. Here's the rebirth. Here's that butterfly effect. I don't know. Butterfly effect maybe is important. Yeah. Oh my god, Pisces. Your reading. You always have the best readings. Like, not always the best, but like very powerful readings. They always make me feel like I've had an experience. Like, they always make me feel like my heart space is just that little bit bigger. Okay, I hope that was helpful to you, Pisces. I really hope that was helpful to you. I hope you understand the other person's point of view more. I hope you have an idea of what you need to do. Choose your own happiness. Choose what you know, what you feel instinctively is right. Don't overthink it. Whatever your dreams are, that's your soul path, that's your destiny, and you just need to believe in them. There's a lot of purple here, a lot of intuition. I feel like you probably, Pisces, I always feel like you're a really powerful manifester. You can make your dreams a reality. Excuse me, my tummy's rumbling, I need to go and get breakfast. My dream is my breakfast. More coffee. So food and coffee, that's what I want. Right, okay, I'm gonna leave it there. Best of luck with that. If you felt like that resonated, or you just enjoyed the ride, please give me a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Please share this video if you've got any Pisces friends, or you feel like this is somebody else's story. Please share it with them. It really helps out my channel. Leave me comments if you feel like anything particularly resonated. If you don't want to do any of those things, if you just want to come in and stealth watch, I totally understand that, totally respect that decision. I stealth watch myself. These things can get quite personal, so yeah, totally respect that. Do take care, and I will see you again soon, Pisces, my polar bears. I hope you have a happy Halloween.